Hello everyone, welcoming you all to the Moscow Cricket Academy Bankers Champions Trophy is today's game, and the two teams alongside with the match referee Air Mullik Roni, Dhaka Bank and Prime Bank, they are going to face it. So we are going to flip the coin. Well, Dhaka Bank has won the toss, so what you're going to like to do?
We are going to bat first.
Okay. So any particular reason?
Moscow, this is a very good ground and it's very good friendly batting pitch. There is no reason to choose bowl first, so we have choose to bowl batting first.
What are you expecting? How many runs?
Prime Bank is very good team. At least 180 is our target.
Okay. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Happy to bowl first?
Yes, ball first.
Yeah. If you have won the toss, also selecting, you're going to select the ball?
No problem, no problem. I think wicket is very good for feeling first. Our bowling side is good.
So how many runs you're targeting to restrict them?
We're target 130, 140 maximum.
Okay, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Well, the news from the center, Dhaka Bank has won the toss and elected to bat first. Well, Bankers Champions Trophy live from Moscow Cricket Academy. And the two teams have already faced each other. But the thing is, Dhaka Bank has won the toss and elected to bat first. মাঠে দুজন আম্পায়ার কিন্তু অলরেডি চলে এসেছেন এবং ডেফিনেটলি আজকে ঢাকা ব্যাংক টসে জিতে যখন ব্যাটিংয়ের সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছে, দে হ্যাভ এক্স্যাক্টলি সেড দ্য থিং 180 ইজ দেয়ার টার্গেট টু গিভ টোটাল ইন দ্য স্কোর কার্ড, এবং একই সাথে তারা কিন্তু চাপের প্রাইম ব্যাংক একটা চাপে ফেলে দেওয়ার জন্য কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে প্লেইং 11টা আমরা পেয়ে যাব এবং পাওয়ার সাথে সাথে আমরা কিন্তু জানিয়ে দিব। ওয়েল, প্রাইম ব্যাংক তারা কিন্তু অলরেডি আবুল হাশেম ক্যাপ্টেন, তিনি রয়েছেন, একই সাথে ইমতিয়াজ হায়দার উইকেট কিপার, সজীব, আসিফ, তানজিল, রমিও, Bishojit Shaha, Hafizur, Iqbal Hussain Ishti, Mahmudul Hassan, Nazib and Razib Ahmed. On the other hand, Dhaka Bank, they have gone their regular captain Shamil Alam, Tashbih Ihtisham Rafi, Abed Ali, Firoz Rashid, Kamrul Hassan, Mahmudul Haq, Maruf Mukib, Raihan, Russell and Rokibul Hassan. So definitely Prime Bank একটা এজ কিন্তু পাবে in terms of bowling advantage. তাদের bowling lineup-টা কিন্তু বেশি strong. If we go for the Razib, Nagib and Mahmudul Hassan, these three bowlers are very deadly. On the other hand, Dhaka Bank-এরও কিন্তু batting strength রয়েছে এবং করবে first 5 overs it's going to be very crucial for Dhaka Bank. And এই 5টা ওভারেই কিন্তু একটা নিজেদের ডমিনেশন তৈরি করার চেষ্টা করবে প্রাইম ব্যাংক অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ ঢাকা ব্যাংক যদি প্রথম 5টা ওভার সার্ভাইভ করে ফেলতে পারে দে উইল বি এবল টু গো অল অ্যালং দ্য ব্যাটিং এবং সেটা কিন্তু একটা অ্যাডভান্টেজ ডেফিনেটলি দিবে Well, the two teams has entered into the batting and দুজন ব্যাটার তারা কিন্তু মাঠে চলে এসেছেন এবং একই সাথে The two batters has entered into the field এবং bowler কিন্তু তার bowling মার্কে গিয়ে prepared রয়েছেন রোমিও is going to open the ball এবং দুজন ব্যাটার কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে চলে এসেছেন ঢাকা ব্যাংকের খেলবে বাংলাদেশ প্রেজেন্টস ব্যাংকার্স চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স ট্রফি 2024 powered by Visa and ঢাকা ব্যাংকের এই মুহূর্তে ব্যাটার কিন্তু ব্যাটিং কার্ড নিচ্ছেন যেমনটা বলছিলাম যে first 5 overs is going to be very very crucial for ঢাকা ব্যাংক এবং প্রাইম ব্যাংকের জন্য কারণ উইকেটের আর্লি ময়েশ্চারটাকে একদম কাজে লাগাতে হবে just a fine tuning on the field before bowling the first delivery of this game. And today is the bowl final and the first delivery from Romeo outside off stump অনেকটা বাইরে এবং আম্পায়ার কিন্তু ফার্স্ট ডেলিভারিটাতেই জানিয়ে দিলেন that's an extra. It's a wide. So wide to start the first over. The bowl final. It's taking place in this ground. এবং যেমনটা বারবার চলে আসছিল যে প্রথম 5টা ওভার খুবই ক্রুশাল হবে উইকেটের আর্লি ময়েশ্চার বাউন্স আদায় করতে চাবেন এবং সেই জন্য আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প খানিকটা রুম ক্রিয়েট করে কিন্তু এজ করার চেষ্টা করছেন দ্যাট ওয়াজ দ্য ডেলিভারি হি ওয়াজ লুকিং ফর আবার আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প ছিল এবং কাট করতে চেয়েছিলেন ব্যাটে বলে কানেকশনটা প্রপারলি হয়নি বাট ফার্স্ট লিগ্যাল রানটা কিন্তু ঢাকা ব্যাংক কনভার্ট করে নিয়েছে। Second delivery. That's a good one. Outside off stump, just a back foot punch. No run. And so far, এই টুর্নামেন্টে ঢাকা ব্যাংক কিন্তু কন্টিনিউয়াসলি গত সিজনেও খেলেছিলেন, এই সিজনেও তারা কিন্তু খেলছেন। অ্যান্ড যেমনটা বলছিলেন প্রাইম ব্যাংকের ক্যাপ্টেন, দ্যাট দে হ্যাভ আ ভেরি স্ট্রং বোলিং লাইন আপ, এবং টসে জিতলে তারাও বোলিংয়ের সিদ্ধান্তটাই নিতেন, এবং তারা 130-40 ভেতরে রেস্ট্রিক্ট করার চেষ্টা করবেন ঢাকা ব্যাংকের ব্যাটারদেরকে। On the other hand, Dhaka Bank captain is very confident in terms of converting the runs, and he's eyeing to get his benchmark at 180 at least. This time it's another beautiful delivery. Very incoming one. Got a bit of a late swing and the batter got deceived. Well. সো এইখান থেকে যদি খানিকটা বাউন্স আদায় করে নিয়ে যাওয়া যায় তাহলে কিন্তু চমৎকার হতো। ইট ওয়াজ আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প, হালকা একটা ইনসুইং ছিল, একটু বাউন্স এলিভেশন পেলে ব্যাটার কিন্তু পুরোপুরি পরাস্ত হতো। Again another beautiful delivery outside off stump. Again the batter deceived. This time the ball is carrying very good towards to the wicket keeper. Outside off stump. It was a very close one. No foot movement from the batter, from Romeo. And this time again an incoming one. Somehow batter কিন্তু বলটাকে আটকে দিয়েছেন, but last তিনটা delivery was just amazing. ওভারের শুরুর বলটাতে ওয়াইড কনসিড করলেও পরবর্তীতে কিন্তু দুর্দান্তভাবে কামব্যাক করেছেন, and he is maintaining the middle and off stump channel and continuously bowling and hitting the deck. একটু বাউন্স অ্যান্ড এলিভেশন যদি পান তাহলে এখানে ব্যাটার টোটালি ডিসিভড হবেন। Last ball from this over. It's a fuller length and a dot. So at the end of this first over, 2 for no loss, Dhaka Bank. Well, first ওভারটা খুবই সাকসেসফুল গিয়েছে প্রাইম ব্যাংকের, অ্যান্ড এটার কন্টিনিউশন কিন্তু সেকেন্ড ওভারেও রাখতে চাবেন প্রাইম ব্যাংকের বোলাররা। সোফার এখন পর্যন্ত নিজেদের খানিকটা স্ট্রাগল কিন্তু করা লাগছে। আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প, another dot delivery. It was a bit of a wide out swing, but a legal one. ব্যাটার কিন্তু প্রলুব্ধ হয়েছিলেন আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্পের বলটাকে ড্রাইভ করার জন্য, বাট দ্য থিং ইজ যে আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্পের যেই করিডোরটা রয়েছে যেখানে ব্যাটার সব সময় একটা টেম্পটেড ফিল করেন এবং একটা করিডোর অফ আনসার্টিনিটি যে ব্যাপারটা বলা হয়ে থাকে সেই চ্যানেলটাকে পিক করেছেন এই বোলার অ্যানাদার ডেলিভারি বাট দিস টাইম ইটস অন ওয়াইড অ্যান এক্সট্রা again conceded by the prime bank bowler. And first 5 overs এর কথা বলছিলাম that is going to be very crucial for prime bank as well as for Dhaka bank কারণ প্রথম 5টা ওভার যদি সার্ভাইভ করতে পারে উইকেটের যেই ময়েশ্চারটা রয়েছে এবং একটা আনইভেন বাউন্স এখান থেকে আদায় করতে পারবেন পেসাররা সেইটাকে যদি সার্ভাইভ করতে পারেন তাহলে কিন্তু there are plenty of runs to come. This time into the fuller length again that outside off stump channel is maintaining. Well, in this case, Prime Bank যদি চায় একটা স্লিপ কিন্তু ইন্ট্রোডিউস করতেই পারে যেহেতু ওয়াইড আউটসাইড দিয়ে অফ স্টাম্পে বল করে যাচ্ছেন বোলার সেক্ষেত্রে একজন স্লিপকে যদি ইন্ট্রোডিউস করা হয় that would be a much more putting pressure onto the opponent. This time came outside of the crease, battle again. এখন পর্যন্ত ব্যাটের সাথে কানেকশন কিন্তু কোনোভাবেই করাতে পারছেন না ঢাকা ব্যাংকের এই দুই ব্যাটার ডেফিনেটলি একটু হলেও প্রেশার ফিল করবেন and prime bank definitely it's eyeing to put that pressure and if they can build up the pressure they can go for the wickets. Another dot delivery again, it was outside of the off stump and it's Tito who tried to drive the ball but couldn't manage it. I think he's playing a bit late. If he puts his concentration in the last delivery, he's go for the incoming one. Again, it's outside off stump, but this time it's another wide, another extra. So এখন পর্যন্ত 4টি রান এসেছে ঢাকা ব্যাংকের, 4টি কিন্তু অতিরিক্ত হাত থেকে. So 4 extras has been conceded by the Prime Bank, and Nagib still going on. 2 more deliveries left. 2 wides conceded, but the rest of the deliveries has been very beautiful. This time he did a bit of a bounce and good carry towards to the wicket keeper. Another dot delivery. Very good bowling display so far from Prime Bank. Remember, it's a Bowl Cup final, so definitely both of the teams will be tempted to win it and will be eyeing on to the trophy. This time into the off stump again. Another dot delivery to finish up the second over. So Romeo is going to continue the third over. He had a very fantastic first over, though he considered a wide, but it was a good one to continue. Mukib is going to be on strike. This time he connected into the offside, but another dot delivery. But the first connection from the bat for Dhaka Bank batters. But it was on the middle stump channel. He has a big gap into the leg side where he can open up his bat face and gather some runs. This time it's a good bounce. Good carry towards to the wicketkeeper into the off-stump corridor. But a surprising fact is this: they haven't introduced any slip fielders into the field. So definitely, it would have been added an extra advantage. Dhaka Bank batters are in pressure, a bit of a pressure, I must say. Still couldn't manage any runs. 7 deliveries has been faced. So definitely they need to get at least a couple of runs into the card. This time it's again down the leg. But it's a dot ball since the batter came out of the crease. This is a very good batting surface, as well as I was saying earlier that 5 overs is going to be very crucial for the batters to survive. After that there are plenty of runs to come. Again outside of the off stump, the batter is getting frustrated. Couldn't manage the timing well. He needs to get settled down. He needs to keep his head cool. But a good bowling display from the Prime Bank bowler. Look at it. It was outside off stump, just a bit low. Could have nicked at the lower part of the bat. That's a close one. This time connected into the cover region, but a dot delivery. Initial intention was to pull it, but later he played it into the offside. The current run rate is only 1.41. Remember, 4 runs. All these 4 runs came from the extras. And this is a very good over from Romeo. 5 dot deliveries. This time he has gone for the lofted shot. The ball is sailing up and he's out. The first wicket falls for Dhaka Bank. The pressure got him. It was a bit of a fuller length delivery. The batter came out, tried to clear the inner field by playing a lofted shot, but it wasn't enough. The first wicket falls and the batter departs. Just look at it. It was a bit of a fuller length. He tried to elevate the shot into the mid-on, but it hit it onto the toe part of the bat, and no mistake made by the fielder. A good wicket, a very good wicket for Prime Bank. They created the pressure and they have also extracted the result. The new batter, Firoz, is coming into the field. And as I was saying that eventually the pressure got Dhaka Bank batter and he got out. It's a very good wicket, a very well pressure created, and then getting out the result. It's very important, and Prime Bank has done it. And I was saying that first 5 overs is going to be crucial, and they have making it tough for the Dhaka Bank batters. The new batter Firoz, as I was saying, a big responsibility on his shoulder right now. He will have to build the innings alongside with his partner. This time outside off stump, with good bounce and good carry. Mixing up the length, but not distracting from his line yet. Definitely, it's a very good strategy to create the pressure. Well, in terms of bowling partnership, আমরা যে টার্মটা বলে থাকি যে মিক্স অ্যান্ড ম্যাচ করা, একজন প্রেশার ক্রিয়েট করা, আরেকজনের উইকেট বের করে আনা. This thing is doing fantastically well by these two bowlers. Nagib, he's just continuously bowling outside towards to the off stump, creating a bit of a bounce, carrying it to the wicket keeper. And on the other hand, Romeo, he is going for the wickets. But the thing again, I am going to say the Prime Bank should introduce a slip fielder to create more pressure. Again, that's a beautiful delivery. That's another beautiful delivery. Was into the outside of stump. Had an uneven bounce. The batter got a bit surprised. But what a bowling display. Just look at it. It was into the off stump. A slight outswing. And a very good carry towards the wicket keeper. Very deadly one, I must say. This time outside towards the off stump. Tried to slash it. But it's another wide from Nagib. Another extra for the Dhaka Bank batters. The bowler also need to get a bit settled down. If they can at least get a one maiden over, at least a over where they can only give away 1 or 2 runs, that will also create an pressure. But as I was saying, that this batting lineup needs to get settled down. They need to look forward. But this time it's a well connected shot, a lofted one, clears the field, and a huge 6 from the bat of Tito. What a shot! Outside off stump, bit of a room, and what an execution. Just a beautiful one. Look at it, tried to shuffle it towards it and just clears the rope. What a way to get a run. Again dancing down the wicket. Again a lofted shot. This time, one bounce into the fence. Though the umpire is getting a check whether it's a 4 or a 6. Yes, it's in boundary. Very good runs. Last 2 deliveries were executed very nicely. 10 runs from those 2 one. Look at it. Was onto the off stump slot. Just came across to the bat and a lofted shot. A boundary to finish up the 4th over for Dhaka Bank. Well, the last over was a very successful one for Dhaka Bank, and they will be looking forward to continue it. What a way to end up that over. 10 runs from the last 2 deliveries, and definitely they are now eyeing to continue that. Well, a bowling change from the Prime Bank area. A good one into the middle stump. A dot delivery, but it could have carried towards to the bowler if there was a slight bit of a pace. Well, the last over will give a bit of a confident mentality into the Dhaka Bank side. Both of these batters may feel a bit more confident to play the shots. Those overs were very crucial. The first three were very nice, but the last over they conceded 10 runs, and the run rate has risen up to 3.60. So they need to maintain it at least towards to the four. That's the sweet timing of the bat. But there's a fielder in the deep point. He's connecting very nicely. And they're trying to elevate it. And যেমনটা বলছিলাম যে একটা স্লিপ কিন্তু প্রাইম ব্যাংক চাইলে ইন্ট্রোডিউস করতে পারতেন, অ্যান্ড সেই স্লিপের কথাটাই কিন্তু সত্য হয়ে দাঁড়ালো। যদি স্লিপটাকে রাখতেন হয়তোবা একটা ক্যারি পেতেন, বাট ইট ওয়াজ আ thicker part of the bat and it carried towards to the boundary. Another 4 runs for Dhaka Bank. Well, Bankers Championship BCT Bankers Championship টুর্নামেন্টের এই সংস্করণের টাইটেল স্পন্সর কিন্তু খেলবে বাংলাদেশ, and also it is powered by Visa. And this time connected it very well played shot, and it goes all the way into the mid-on region. Another 6. So Tito is going into the charge. পুরোপুরি কিন্তু চড়াও হচ্ছেন বোলারদের উপরে. Was just a bit of a fuller length, এবং সেটাকে কিন্তু কাজে লাগিয়েছেন। ওভারের শেষ বলটি নিয়ে যাবেন এই মুহূর্তে সজীব। 11টি রান কনসিড করেছেন এখন পর্যন্ত। Sam outside to the off stump, and that's a wide. অতিরিক্ত আরো একটি রান, turning out to be a very good over for Dhaka Bank. 12 so far. Going with the last delivery. This time it's an inside edge. Batter কিন্তু বেঁচে গেছেন, but it's enough edge to get a boundary. আরো 4টি রান ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য, and এই বাউন্ডারির মধ্য দিয়ে কিন্তু পঞ্চম ওভারে খেলা শেষ। Just look at it, it was thick edged enough to get a boundary. Well, বাউন্ডারির মধ্য দিয়ে পঞ্চম ওভারে খেলা কিন্তু সমাপ্তি। ঢাকা ব্যাংক 31 for 1. Well, the proud sponsors of this tournament, and it's totally organized by ACE. It's one of the leading sports management, and as well as T Sports is also their proud sponsor. Visa is another one of the main sponsors, and this tournament is also powered by Visa. You know that. And Khilbi Bangladesh is the title sponsor of this beautiful tournament. We're in the Bowl Cup final, and It's game. It's going out huge. Yes. As well as Ace Properties is also another sponsor of this tournament. Another bowling change. Spinner this time from Prime Bank. Rajiv, he is going to continue. Tito is charging very nicely. This time into the middle stump. There is not a bit of a turn. A bit of a slowish delivery. এই পিচে মেক্সিক্যালি স্পিনারদের কিন্তু খানিকটা পেস ভ্যারিয়েশনটা মিক্স আপ করে নিতে পারলে সাকসেস হওয়ার চান্সেস থাকবে, কারণ উইকেটটা বেশ খানিকটা ফ্ল্যাট এবং যেমনটা বলছিলাম সকালে হালকা কুয়াশা ছিল, যে কারণে কিন্তু একটা ময়েশ্চার রয়ে গেছে এবং ওই এক্সট্রাক্টটা ময়েশ্চারটাকে কাজে লাগিয়েছেন পেসার। আমরা দেখেছি প্রথম উইকেটটা তুলে নিয়েছিলেন, যদিও এই মুহূর্তে মাঠে কিন্তু টোটালি রোদ এবং যে ময়েশ্চারটা ছিল সেটা শুকিয়ে যাচ্ছে এবং আস্তে আস্তে কিন্তু ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য বা ব্যাটিং ট্র্যাক হিসেবে যেই কাজে লাগানোর ব্যাপারটা থাকবে সেটাকে ব্যাটাররা কাজে লাগাতে পারবেন। বাট এবারে একটা কুইকার ডেলিভারি কিন্তু ছিল ইনটু দ্য লেগ স্টাম্প অ্যান্ড এখন পর্যন্ত টিটো তিনি কিন্তু বেশ চার্জ করছিলেন, কানেকশনটা ব্যাটের সাথে হচ্ছিল। অন দি আদার হ্যান্ড রশিদ ইজ অলসো ট্রাইং টু মেক সাম কানেকশনস। এবার শাফল করে এসেছেন, ড্রাইভ খেলার একটা চেষ্টা ছিল তবে টোটালি বিটেন হয়েছেন। ভেরি গুড ডেলিভারি ফ্রম আহমেদ অ্যাগেইন। পেস ভ্যারিয়েশনের কথা বলছিলাম যে পেসে একটা মিক্স আপ করতে হবে ওভারের মধ্যে, অ্যান্ড তখন কিন্তু জিনিসটা আরও ইন্টারেস্টিং হয়ে দাঁড়াবে এবং বোলারের সাকসেস রেটটাও বেড়ে যাবে এবং সাকসেস ফর চান্সটাও। সো ডেফিনেটলি একটা প্রপার চ্যানেল মেনটেন করে স্পিড ভেরিয়েশন বা পেস ভেরিয়েশনটাকে কাজে লাগাতে হবে। এবারে ডাউন দ্য লেগ কিন্তু ছিল, উইকেট কিপার গ্যাদারও করতে পারেননি, উইকেট কিপারকে ফাঁকি দিয়ে বল চলে গেছে সীমানার বাইরে 4 রানের জন্য। টোটাল 5টি রান কিন্তু বলা যায় এক প্রকার গিফট হিসেবেই প্রাপ্য হলো ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য। অ্যান্ড স্কোর কার্ডটা কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে আস্তে আস্তে পজিটিভ দিকে যাচ্ছে ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য। ইনিশিয়ালি প্রথম দুটো ওভারে টোটালি স্ট্রাগল করেছিলেন এবং তৃতীয় ওভারে আমরা জানি যে উইকেটটা তুলে নিয়েছিলেন ঢাকা ব্যাংকের রোমিও, সেক্ষেত্রে ছিলেন বোলার প্রাইম ব্যাংকের হয়ে, এবং এর পরবর্তীতে টিটো হি চার্জড অন টু দি বোলার্স অ্যান্ড got those beautiful 24 runs, this time into the leg side. Just soft handed glance করে একটি রান নিয়ে নিয়েছেন। Another single will be added into the scorecard. And the score moves on to 37 right now. যেমনটা বলছিলাম যে প্রাইম ব্যাংক কিন্তু চাবে 130 to 40 ভেতরে আটকে রাখতে। সো সেইভাবে কিন্তু একটা অ্যাটাকিং মেন্টালিটি অফ ক্রিকেট নিয়ে এগিয়ে যেতে হবে। দিস টাইম আউটসাইড টু দি অফ স্টাম্প, গ্লান্স করার চেষ্টা ছিল তবে ক্যারিড ইট ইনটু দি ফিল্ড এবং চমৎকারভাবে প্রাইম ব্যাংকের ক্যাপ্টেন কঙ্কন তিনি কিন্তু ক্যাচটা লুপে নিলেন। সেকেন্ড উইকেট ফলস ফর ঢাকা ব্যাংক। পেস ভেরিয়েশনের কথা বলছিলাম, ইফ হি ক্যান মিক্স আপ দ্য speed variation and pace variation into the line and length তাহলে কিন্তু সাকসেসটা আসবে। দেখুন প্রথম 4টি ডেলিভারি কিন্তু মিডল অ্যান্ড অফ স্টাম্পের ভেতরে ছিল, এই ডেলিভারিটা আউটসাইড ইনটু দি অফ স্টাম্প এবং খানিকটা রুম দিয়েছিলেন ব্যাটার, সেক্ষেত্রে একটু গ্রিডি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন টু প্লে দ্য শট ইনটু দ্য অফ সাইড এবং ধরা পড়ে গেছেন সেক্ষেত্রে শর্ট কভারে থাকা ফিল্ডারের কাছে। অ্যান্ড আনাদার সাকসেস ফর প্রাইম ব্যাংক। টিটো ডিপার্টস, একটা চমৎকার ইনিংস ছিল 24 for 18 এবং হি ওয়াজ চার্জিং অন টু দ্য বোলার্স। ইনিশিয়াল প্রেশারটা কমানোর চেষ্টা করছিলেন, বাট অ্যাট দ্য এন্ড দিস টাইম দ্য বোলার উইন্স। Well, it's such a bright sunny day. Initially সকালের ফার্স্ট হাফে কুয়াশা থাকলেও এখন কিন্তু টোটালি ক্রিকেটের জন্য একটা আইডিয়াল ওয়েদার বলা যায়। অ্যান্ড একই সাথে নতুন ব্যাটার তিনি কিন্তু মাঠে এসেছেন। We're into the bowl final of this beautiful tournament. খেলবে বাংলাদেশ presents BCT 2024 season 4 and it's powered by Visa. The title sponsor is Khilbe Bangladesh, powered by Visa, as we know, in association with Ace Properties, and the broadcast partner is T Sports. Well, that's a huge wide, totally missed out the line. নতুন বোলার কঙ্কন তিনি কিন্তু এসেছেন এই মুহূর্তে বোলিং অ্যাটাকে। প্রথম ডেলিভারিতে বিশাল একটা ওয়াইড দিলেন। I think he tried to keep it into the outside off stump, but it just gone too much away. And Rashid is the set batter. He is facing now. 6.33 is the current run rate. This time a slower one. Bowler কে খুব ভালো মতো পিক করেছিলেন ব্যাটার। জাস্ট ইনার ফিল্ডটা ক্লিয়ার হবে এবং সেক্ষেত্রে একটা রিলে ফিল্ডিং কিন্তু করেছেন এবং এরই মাঝে দুটো রান কনভার্ট করে নিয়েছেন এই দুজন ব্যাটার। স্লোয়ার ডেলিভারি ছিল আউটসাইড ইনটু দি অফ স্টাম্প, খানিকটা ফুলার লেন্থে। জাস্ট কানেকশনটা আরেকটু প্রপার যদি করতে পারতেন ব্যাটার, ইট উড হ্যাভ ক্লিয়ারড দি বাউন্ডারি অ্যাজ ওয়েল। বাট a good fielding display, a very good fielding display from the Prime Bank side. It's going with the third delivery. এবারে কিন্তু ক্যারি করেছিল, বোলার পর্যন্ত একটা কটন বল হওয়ার চান্স তৈরি হয়েছিল, বাট ফলো থ্রুতে কিন্তু গ্যাদার করতে পারেননি। যদি স্টাম্পটা ভেঙে দিয়েছিলেন, বাট ইটস নট এনাফ। He's trying to show some aggression into the ground. 3 runs conceded so far from the 2 deliveries. 7 extras from Prime Bank. They need to put a bit of a tape on those extras. This time down the leg, wicketkeeper misses it and it goes for the boundary. 5 more runs. Dhaka Bank, they're just getting more of more extras. যেমনটা বলছিলাম যে প্রাইম ব্যাংকের এই মুহূর্তে এক্সট্রাসটার প্রতি কিন্তু একটু নজর দিতেই হবে। ইট ওয়াজ ডাউন দ্য লেগ, উইকেট কিপারেরও নাগালের বাইরে ছিল বলটা এবং সেখান থেকে কিন্তু 5টি রান পেয়ে গেছেন, 5টি বোনাস রান এবং 7টি এক্সট্রা ছিল, সেখান থেকে বেরিয়ে এটি 8 নাম্বার এক্সট্রা হয়ে যাবে। অ্যান্ড ডেফিনেটলি দিস রানস গনা কস্ট প্রাইম ব্যাংক আ লট। This time into the off stump. Solid defensive shot from Rashid. No run. Another dot delivery. Going with this third delivery, Rashid is on strike. This time tried to sweep it, but couldn't manage it. It was a bit of an inside edge. এবং আম্পায়ার কিন্তু জানিয়ে দিলেন যে it's a legal delivery and 2 more deliveries to go. And যেমনটা বলছিলাম যে সেট ব্যাটার রশিদ, তিনি কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে চাবেন একদমই টোটালি চার্জ করতে, কারণ ইতিমধ্যে 6টি ওভার হয়ে গেছে, 7 নম্বর ওভারে আমরা রয়েছি এবং সেখান থেকে নিজেদের রানটাকে যত বেশি সম্ভব এলিভিয়েশন করে নেওয়া উচিত। 10 ওভারের মধ্যে যদি অ্যাটলিস্ট 60 to 70 করে ফেলা যায় তাহলে কিন্তু একটা প্রপার রান পাওয়া যাবে। এবারে ফ্লিক করে দিয়েছেন ইনটু দি লেগ সাইড, চমৎকার টাইমিং ছিল, ওয়াজ অন টু দি প্যাডস এবং রশিদ মেড নো মিস্টেক to convert that ball into a boundary. It's a beautiful one, beautiful piece of timing as well. Onto the pads, just flicked it, and the leg side ta পুরোপুরি opened up ছিল, and deep backward square লেগে যে ফিল্ডার ছিলেন তার কিন্তু কোনো সুযোগই ছিলেন না। ওভার শেষ বলটি নিয়ে যাবেন এই মুহূর্তে প্রাইম ব্যাংকের বোলার কঙ্কন। This time it's a slower delivery, picked it up very nicely, but It's not enough. And another wicket falls for Dhaka Bank. It was a slower one. Picked it up nicely. But ব্যাটের থ্রো পার্টে কিন্তু কানেকশনটা হয় যে কারণে ব্যাটার ধরা পড়ে যান into the long off and a very well placed fielder there. It's an easy catch. So another set batter departs for Dhaka Bank. It's Firoz Rashid, just made an 8 out of 13. So definitely Dhaka Bank in a bit of a trouble right now. Well, Prime Bank bowlers are total in domination in this game. Boga, you guys are just trying to get into the game as much as they can. And initial যে প্রেশারটা তৈরি হয়েছে সেটাকে কিন্তু কাজে লাগানোর চেষ্টায় রয়েছেন এই মুহূর্তে প্রাইম ব্যাংকের বোলাররা। দিস টাইম ইনটু দি লেগ সাইড, সফট হ্যান্ডে পুশ করেছেন, একটির বেশি রান পাবেন না এবং সেটাকে কিন্তু কাজে লাগালেন। Though it's a leg by, another extra, but still they are trying to find runs, and that brings up a team 50 for Dhaka Bank. A very tiring and struggling 50 for Dhaka Bank. Jump into the leg stump, it's gonna miss it. The bowler tried to gain the attention of the umpire, but the umpire denies. It was onto the pads and should have missed the leg stump. So you guys are watching Khelbe Bangladesh Presents BCT 2024 powered by Visa in association with Ace Properties, and the broadcast partner is T Sports. Another extra for Dhaka Bank, and Prime Bank কিন্তু initially বারবার চেষ্টা করেই যাচ্ছে যতটা সম্ভব উইকেট বের করে আনার। This time it's a very good length delivery into the middle stump and a well negotiated shot from the batter as well. Only one will be added. So they need to rotate the strike. Dot ball অতিরিক্ত কনসিডার না করে যদি স্ট্রাইক রোটেশনটা মেইনটেইন করা যায়, it will be much more easier for Dhaka Bank. They should put more focus into it and try to gain these runs. Again, a very good placement and another single. As I was saying, that they need to convert those runs into the singles. No more dot deliveries. And যদি এই মুহূর্তে তারা শুধুমাত্র বাউন্ডারি চিন্তায় থাকেন, it will be very tough. অলরেডি 3টি উইকেট কিন্তু তারা হারিয়ে ফেলেছে। 10 ওভারের কাছাকাছি খেলা চলে গেছে। 7.4 ওভারের খেলায় রয়েছি আমরা। মাত্র 52টি রান এসেছে এখন পর্যন্ত। রাফি তিনি ফেস করবেন এই মুহূর্তে আহমেদকে। This time try to guide it well, but no run will be taken. Another dot delivery. এই ওভারটাতে আহমেদ কিন্তু trying to create a bit of a gap between the bat and pad. বাট ইনিশিয়ালি ফার্স্ট ওভারটাতে তিনি কিন্তু পেস ভেরিয়েশন দেখিয়েছিলেন, mixed it up with the quicker and slower ones, but now he's trying to find a bit of a turn, but I think he should stick with his pace variations and লাইন অ্যান্ড লেন্থের পাশাপাশি চ্যানেলটাতেও কিন্তু একটা চেঞ্জ এসেছে না, আরও একটি রান যোগ হয়ে যাবে এবং এই এক রানের মধ্য দিয়ে অষ্টম ওভারে খেলার সমাপ্তি ঢাকা ব্যাংকের। Well, Prime Bank bowling summary. Romeo has found a wicket. Ahmed also got a wicket, and Hashim has also gotten wicket so far. But the rest of the bowlers are trying to create the pressure, and they are also in search of a wicket. It's time outside of stumps. Sweet timing of the bat was into the inner circle. They tried to create a run, but it's not enough. But ইনিশিয়ালি যেই ড্যামেজটা ক্রিয়েট করা দরকার ছিল ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য সেটা কিন্তু তৈরি করে ফেলেছে প্রাইম ব্যাংক, এবং কোনো ধরনের মিস্টেক কিন্তু সেখানে ছিল না, অ্যান্ড এখনও স্ট্রাগল করে যাচ্ছেন ঢাকা ব্যাংকের ব্যাটাররা। পরবর্তী শট কিন্তু খেলেছেন ইনটু দ্য লেগ সাইড, বাট কাউ কর্নার অঞ্চল, সেখানে কিন্তু একজন ফিল্ডার রয়েছেন। পরবর্তী বলটি নিয়ে যাবেন এই মুহূর্তে সজীব। ইনিশিয়ালি প্রথম ওভারটাতে তিনি কিন্তু 16টি রান কনসিড করেছিলেন। হি ইজ কন্টিনিউইং ইট। দিস টাইম আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্প, এজ হয়েছিল, ইটস জাস্ট বিটেন দ্য ইনার সার্কেল এন্ড ওয়েন্ট আউট ফর আ বাউন্ডারি। 4টি রান আরও একবার ঢাকা ব্যাংকের জন্য। রুম ক্রিয়েট করেছিলেন এবং সেখান থেকে কিন্তু কাজে লাগিয়েছেন, এবং একটা ইন্টেনশনাল ঠিক পার্ট অফ দ্য ব্যাট দিয়ে কিন্তু বলের কানেকশনটা লাস্ট মোমেন্টে ঘটিয়েছেন এই ঢাকা ব্যাংকের ব্যাটার। লুক এট দ্য শট সাইড অফ স্টাম্প, জাস্ট একটা লিড কাট কিন্তু করে দিয়েছেন, which was enough to create the deep backward point. ডিপ ব্যাকওয়ার্ড পয়েন্টকে কিন্তু ইনার সার্কেলের ভেতর রাখা হয়েছিল, এবং খানিকটা ফাইন টিউনিং অফ দ্য ফিল্ড এবং ফাইন লেকে কিন্তু আরও ডিপার পজিশনে পাঠিয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছে, as well as backward point has moved into the third man. So definitely the bowler might be eyeing for a bouncer. You never know. It's time, drive, driven well. Single will be taken. And the score slowly moves into the 59. They are just trying to maintain the run rate and catching up the pace. From the last 10 deliveries, only 10 runs came. 8 extras has been conceded. This time it was a good delivery. A bit of a fumble in the inner field, and by this chance the batter just changed their ends for a single. Rafi is still trying to carry on, as well as Ahmed moved into the 6 runs from 4 deliveries. And Shojib, it's a very good comeback over, yet he conceded 7 runs. Last delivery to go. Ahmed is going to face it. This time it was a very good slower delivery. Trying to create an appeal, but it's a dot delivery. And with this delivery, the 9th over has been completed by Prime Bank. Well, Tito is the only batter who was being able to move into the double digit, and the rest of the three batters has not been able to maintain it. A bit of a drop down from the top order for Dhaka Bank, but still they're trying to recreate that momentum and gain some runs. So Ahmed is continuing. He is into the bowling attack. The spinner continues. This time is definitely going to mix up the pace again. Again into the middle stump channel. The one run will be taken. A very quick single. So the spinner is trying to maintain the length between off stump and middle stump corridor, but I think he should mix up the pace variations and keep the ball just outside off. There's a slight bit of a turn, just clears the inner field, and there's a fielder in the deeper position. So only one run will be gathered. So Ahmed continues with his third delivery. This time it hasn't been timed well, and an easy pick for the prime bank fielder. Second success for Rajiv. Kept the ball outside of stump, tried to pull it, but couldn't manage it. Hits the thicker part of the bat, and Rafi departs. Another blow for the Dhaka Bank side. Just look at it. Was into the offside check corridor, and he tried to pull it off, but the ball kept low and hit it into the toe and the thicker part of the bat. And an easy catch for the fielder. No mistake by the bowler. Another success for Dhaka Bank. The new batter has entered into the crease. The second success has been haunted by the bowler, Rajiv. It's a very well plotted wicket taking delivery. So far the two runs, two wickets, my apologies, two wickets has been gathered by him. The new batter Abid is into the crease, the right-handed batter. So Dhaka Bank facing a bit of a trouble right now. Only 60, and they have lost the 4 wickets. Outside of stump, soft hand push করেছেন. No run. So 62 for 4 Dhaka Bank. We're into the 10th over. Very well restricted by these prime bank bowlers. Ahmed Rajiv continues. Again outside of into the leg side. Try to create a bit of a room, and a single run will be taken. The last ball of this over. Ahmed Rajiv continues. This time he tried to drive it well but couldn't manage it. So a dot ball to finish up the 10th over. Dhaka Bank 63 for 4 after the completion of 10 overs. So Abed is going to be on strike, and Shoji he is continuing it. And so far, Prime Bank has been able to manage it very nicely. Have taken 4 wickets. A very good delivery from Shoji. Outside of stump, incoming one. Abid totally got beaten. Into the outside of stump corridor. He is continuing his bowling. There is not a bit of a change. Trying to mix up the pace a bit they can. This time outside of stump, driven well, clears the inner field and trickles away towards to the boundary. 4 more runs for Dhaka Bank. It was into the outside off corridor again. Got a bit of a room, drives well, though the bat hit it with the ball into the tower part, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. They got their runs. Shoji is continuing his third ball. This time again outside of stump, again guided into the gap. But this time there's a protection in the deeper field position. So no run. Going with the fourth delivery. This time cuts it well, but the inner circle was ready into the short point region. No more run. Another dot delivery. A very good over for Shoji. Only 5 conceded so far. Shoji is going with his fifth delivery. This time it was a bit low. The batter tried to play the shot into the mid-on region. Couldn't manage it. Definitely a very good delivery from Shoji. This time flicks it into the leg side. The inner circle couldn't manage it, but the fielder fielded it from the deep backward third point, backward square leg, in fact. So another over ends. Dhaka Bank 70 for 4. Well, The bowler continues. This time it was a straight delivery with a straight bat. A single run has been added into the scorecard. One more run. Still Prime Bank is trying to create that pressure and maintain it. They're not making any mistakes, not a big ones at least. They're not giving much of a bit of a room for the batter, and as well as they are trying to intend to get wickets, as well as they are also restricting the singles. But I think it's a bit of a failure for the Dhaka Bank batters as well. They're not being able to maintain the line and length, and they're not making any connection with the bowlers. This time it was into the inner circle, just chased down. 4 more runs has been added into the scorecard. It's time outside of stump again, into the Yorker delivery. Digged it out and negotiated very nicely. And then the single has been added. So the new bowler Riaz has conceded only 3 runs so far from his first 3 deliveries. And he's trying to more keeping the ball into the fuller length and keeping the ball into the Yorker length as well. But on the other hand, Ahmed, he is a bit of struggling. 15 out of 10. 10 runs has been conceded of 11 deliveries. On the other hand, Abid has converted 8 runs from 7 deliveries. And again, this time he digged it out very nicely. 1 more run has been added into the scorecard. Hilby Bangladesh is the proud sponsor of this beautiful tournament, and as well as their co-sponsor is Visa with an association of Ace Sports Managed Ace Properties Limited. And this time 2 more runs has been added into the scorecard, driven well into the offside. And so far 14 runs has been added from the last 14 deliveries. But this time outside of stump, pulls it up very nicely. And with this short delivery, another over has been finished. After 12 overs, Dhaka Bank 76 for 4. Well, the last wicket has been fallen for Dhaka Bank. It was Rafi, who was only being able to make only 5 runs. But apart from that, Ahmed and Abid, they are the rest of the 2 batters, along with Tito, who has seen the double-figured runs uh, in the scorecards. All these 10 odd runs has been scored by these 2 batters. But eventually, it's a well-deserved Warcraft from the Prime Bank bowlers. The bowler continues, this time into the slot, into the mid-on region. But there's a fielder in the long on, but he negotiated the shot very nicely, and the single will be added into the Dhaka Bank scorecard. This time it was a full toss. Just legs it towards to the leg side. One more runs will be added into the scorecard. Another delivery. This time he tries to cut it. Couldn't manage it. Another dot delivery. And Dhaka Bank is just creating the pressure on themselves. They are continually conceding these wide deliveries, and when you are conceding the wide deliveries in a T20 match, it turns out very heavy. Dhaka Bank captain was eyeing at least 180, but right now it's going to be very tough for them to score at least 120 to 30 runs from here. Either he continues again into the leg side this time. He sweeps it, but no run will be taken. Another dot delivery. Another delivery. Bowler's back drive. No run has been made. Another dot delivery. So these dot deliveries are just putting pressure onto the batter. Ahmed, though he has scored 12 runs, but considered too many dot balls in a T20 match. So almost 16 deliveries he considered this time. He connects it well. Clears the inner circle, clears the boundary, goes all the way for 6 into the mid-on region. What a shot. What a timing, what a piece of timing. Picked up the length, picked up the channel, and just look at it. Put a very nice shot into the mid-on region. And a big run for the Dhaka Bank side. So far, a very beautiful bowling display from the Prime Bank side. Romeo has conceded 11 dots and 1 runs only. Got 1 wicket as well. Nagib, on the other hand, couldn't find any wickets, but the rest of the bowlers has done beautifully, especially the spinner Ahmed Rajiv. He is doing very well in this game right now so far. Well, Prime Bank, they are on the domination side right now. Riyaj is continuing, and the last over was very beautiful for the Dhaka Bank side. This time into the lay pads, and it's a wide delivery. Another extra from Prime Bank. Abid is going to face the first legal delivery, but again it's a wide. It's just too much outside of the off stump. And this is going to be another bonus run for the Dhaka Bank side. This time he pulls it out very nicely. It was a very good connection. Clears the inner circle, but a very good fielding display into the long off region. Extra cover and long off fielder was very cautious. He managed it. It's enough to get one run only. This time Riaz continues again. What a well connected shot. One bounce into the fence. A misfielding from the fielder. And 4 more runs for Dhaka Bank. A very convincing and a relieving one. Poor fielding display. He tried to gather it, but couldn't manage it. It was into the fuller length. He picked up the length and connected well. Just got a bit of an elevation, but two fielders just got a bit of a confusion to pick up whom's going to pick up the ball. But 4 more runs. Again into the slot. Again he drives it well. But there's a fielder in the long off. Only one will be added into the scorecard. This time into the pads again. Plays it to the leg side. And it trickles away to the boundary. 4 more runs. Good placement. Very good placement by Abid. Plays it very nicely into the gap. It goes all the way for 4. Just look at the shot. Very well picked gap. And beaten the fielder. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Abid is trying to unleash the bat again. It's a poor one into the pads and goes for 4. Clears the inner circle. Easy picking boundary. Very easy picking boundary for Abid. And that brings up the 100 for Dhaka Bank. Just look at it. It was into the leg stump, onto the pads. There is no protection in the backward square leg and backward square leg region. So it's an easy picking boundary for the batter. 4 more runs and a back-to-back boundary. So far it has been conceded already 12, 13, 14 runs. Last delivery to go. Riaz is on the bowling attack and Abid is on strike. Tried to play a lofted shot, but it wasn't enough. It's another wide. Extra runs are too much given by the Prime Bank. So far Ahmed has conceded 23 runs from 19 deliveries. On the other hand, Abid converted 20 runs from 13 deliveries. Last delivery to go. Outside off stump. Again a wide is given by the umpire. It was way too much wide. Again a bonus run for the Dhaka Bank side. After this over they will have 6 more overs to go, and they should at least eye to get at least 60 runs. That may help them to put a fight into the total run chase. Last ball of this over. Plays it well, beats the inner fielder, but there's a fielder in the deeper position, and only 1 run will be added into the scorecard. And one more delivery to go for. And that concludes the 14th over. Well, Romeo, he is going to continue right now. He got a very first wicket of this game, and he's trying to continue it. And the thing that we were saying that it's 12 extras has been conceded. That beautiful bowling spell of Romeo, 1 run and 1 wicket in his bowling cut. Abid is going to face him right now. 103 for 4, Dhaka Bank. And this is going to be the crucial one. Onto the pads, trickles onto the leg side, tucks away, and gets another run. So, the title sponsor of this tournament is Kilby Bangladesh, powered by Visa, with an association of Ace Properties, and the broadcast partner is Chase Sports. As we all know, we're into the bowl final, and Prime Bank is trying their hard to get an edge in this game to win the final. This time tried to create a bounce, got into the thicker part of the bat, and it goes for 4. 4 more runs. Slowly, slowly Dhaka Bank is rebuilding their very own batting. Just look at it, it was way outside off, and they just slashed it. So very good batting display from Ahmed so far. This time plays into the onside. Not a bit of a connection with the bat, but 1 more run will be added to the scorecard. This time a very good line and length. There is no option without defending it. Well, লাস্ট 31টা বল থেকে 47টি রান এসেছে, 12টি এক্সট্রা টোটাল এখন পর্যন্ত কনসিড করেছে প্রাইম ব্যাংক। তবে ঢাকা ব্যাংকের কাছ থেকে কিন্তু একটা ভালো কামব্যাক এই মুহূর্তে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। দে আর ট্রাইং দেয়ার হার্ড again into the middle stump channel, just slowly pushes it down, and it's a run out. What they have done, it was a very good batting going on, but oh my goodness, কোনো ধরনের কমিউনিকেশন ছিল না দুজন ব্যাটারের মধ্যে, এবং রান আউট হয়ে ফেরত যাচ্ছেন এই মুহূর্তে আহমেদ। It was very unfortunate. 5th wicket falls for Dhaka Bank. Just look at it. There was not a bit of a chance to get a run, just soft hande push করেছিলেন। Non striking end batter কোনো ধরনের কমিউনিকেশন ছাড়াই কিন্তু দৌড়ে এসেছেন এবং সেখান থেকে উইকেটটা হারালেন। 5ম উইকেটের পতন ঢাকা ব্যাংকের, বাট একটা চমৎকার পার্টনারশিপেরও কিন্তু সমাপ্তি ঘটলো এরই মধ্য দিয়ে। So the new batter is Kamrul. It's come onto the crease. And yep, Raqibul Hassan, Kamrul, right-handed batter. And he is going to rebuild the last few overs that they have outside off stump. Tried to guide it, couldn't manage it. It's again a close call. And that ends the 15th over. Well, into the new over, tried to play it into the offside, couldn't manage it, got a bit of an inside edge. The batter survives, but no damage has been done. But these Dhaka Bank batters are trying very, very hard to get back into the track. He's continuing it. This time got connected into the tour part. Didn't got the elevation and he departs. Another wicket falls. Success for Prime Bank bowler again. Well. The batting disaster is continuing for Dhaka Bank. There was a bit of a partnership, but later part they are doing a bit of a hurry and lost their wicket. Just look at it. It was way outside the off stump. He tried to play it into the onside. Got hidden into the tour part. And it's an easy catch for the Prime Bank captain. Another wicket falls for Dhaka Bank. The new batter has entered into the pitch. Again, way outside to the off stump. Tried to play a bit of a cut shot without making any foot movement. This is sort of a dangerous thing. যখন আপনি কাট শট খেলবেন বা একটা way outside of the off stumper ball কে negotiate করার চেষ্টা করবেন, you will at least have to have a foot movement, otherwise you will get out. This time again into the offside, just pushes it and takes a quick single. One run, a very quick single. It was enough to get one run into the scorecard. Nagib, he's continuing it. This time into the middle stump channel. Plays it very well. But there has been some exceptional fielding display into the deeper position. Very beautiful fielding. 2 runs has been added, but what an acrobatic fielding display we have seen. Just look at it. It was into the middle stump, negotiated well. The fielder just came all the way and stops the ball from going over the boundary. Very, very acrobatic fielding display. As we were saying, Dhaka Bank at least now eye for 130 to 145 to put a fight at least into the scorecard. That's a slower Yorker, a dot delivery, no run, and that concludes the 16th over of this game. Dhaka Bank 112 for 6. Well, যেমনটা বলছিলাম, it's a very beautiful weather to play the game, and as well as the green lashes with this butterfly. এবং আজ প্রকৃতি একদমই হচ্ছে ক্রিকেটকেও সায় দিচ্ছিল, তেমনটাই মনে হচ্ছিল. Anyways, the butterfly has also came to see the game, I guess. So Romeo continues. And he definitely will be eyeing to get another wicket. So far he has been successful, and initially first spellটা ভালো গিয়েছিল এবং এই স্পেলটাও hopefully তিনি কামব্যাক করানোর চেষ্টা করবেন. Into the off stump Chegoritor, just soft push and taken the single very nicely. As I was saying, the Dhaka Bank athletes need to get into the 130 to 140, 45 to put a fight. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to keep the game in their hand. Games out of the crease, plays it in very nicely, bisects the fielder and goes all the way for boundary for 4 runs into the point region. The run rate goes up. Look at it. He just follows the bowler, comes out of the crease, drives it very well, and the placement was very nice with a sweet piece of timing. The run moves on to the 117. So initially 5 runs has been conceded in these 2 deliveries by Romeo, though he got a wicket in this very early first over. Goes right now. This time into the leg side. A very well lofted shot. Clears the mid-on and goes for maximum. 6. Just look at the timing. Came across the bat, picked up the ball and the length so beautifully. Big over turning out to be for Dhaka Bank. Initially, they are still trying to get back their momentum, and still they are eyeing to get that total of 140 or 45. Anything can happen if they can maintain the proper ratio of that strike rotation and boundary conversion. The current run rate moves up to 7.45. And Romeo carries on. This time, a very good comeback delivery into the middle stump. A bit of a late outswing. And the batter gets beaten up. Just look at it. Came across the shot and got a bit of a laid out swing. A good delivery. A very good comeback delivery from Romeo. He's going with his fifth one right now. This time a bit of an uneven bounce, but the ball falls into the no man's land. One more run will be added. Hassan moves on to the 13 with that run from only 7 deliveries. On the other hand, Alom is now on strike from 3 deliveries with a run of 2. Outside of stump, connects it well. A very, very beautiful fielding display into the point region. Quick single has been taken, but that batting shot was very nice. It was a sweet piece of timing, but the fielder was more beautiful than that. Just look at it. It was a pure piece of timing. Dived into the left side, grabs the ball, tries to dislodge the field, but that was some beautiful fielding. And that ends up the last over, 17th over in fact. Well, the power is blooming and the prime bank bowlers are also blooming. And Dhaka Bank, they're a bit of a brink right now. 17 overs has been played so far, 125 for 6, apart from T2, Abid, Ahmed, and so far has been able to quite get some good runs. But I think it was Prime Bank who eventually gets the run. This time into the offside. But only 1 run will be added. Dhaka Bank still eyeing on their 140 or 130 right now. Again, a very good delivery from Nagib. He changed his length here. That's an interesting fact. ইনিশিয়ালি প্রথম দিকগুলোতে কিন্তু আউটসাইড অফ স্টাম্পে বলগুলোকে কন্টিনিউয়াসলি করে যাচ্ছিলেন, বাট এই স্পেলটাতে এসে তিনি কিন্তু অফ স্টাম্পের ওপরই রাখছেন, বাট বলটাকে ভেতরের দিকে রাখার চেষ্টা করছেন, একটা লেট ইন সুইং করাচ্ছেন, এবং ব্যাটার কিন্তু সেক্ষেত্রে অ্যাডজাস্ট করতে একটু প্রবলেম ফেস করবেন স্বাভাবিকভাবেই. And Nagib, he's continuing with his third delivery. This time again, it's an incoming delivery. Try to play it into the onside. The fielder is underneath it. And couldn't manage it. Fumbled a bit. But it went up very high. And he might have lost the ball into the sun. Just look at it. Was into the middle stump and off stump corridor. Incoming one. Just goes all the way up. Couldn't manage it. This time connects it well. It is going high. It is going maximum. But it's a very good fielding display again from the fielder, but it wasn't enough. Golden boundary. 4 more runs. So Dhaka Bank slowly moving towards to that 145 to 150 benchmark. Just look at it. Tried to gather it, but couldn't manage it. At the last moment. 4 more runs. Again another lofted shot, but this time the fielder is under the line of that ball and he gathers it, and the batter departs. Dhaka Bank loses the 7th wicket. Well, Dhaka Bank had no other option without charging, and the batter tried to gather as many runs as he can, but The bowler bowled three similar deliveries into that off stump and middle stump channel and got his wicket. And this is a very fantastic bowling display from Nagib as well. And an easy catch for the short cover fielder. Well, the new batter is coming into the field. Dhaka Bank. It's trembled a bit. They were eyeing for that run that I have been saying again and again to put up a fight, at least 140 to 45 runs. But they are losing their wickets on an occasion basis. Yes, that's T Sports, the broadcast partner of this beautiful tournament. Nagib again kept it low, couldn't manage it. It was way outside of stump, and that dot delivery finish up the over. Well, Dhaka Bank, they have tried their hard, still couldn't manage it, and still they are trying. That's a beautiful delivery from Shojib. It was an incoming one, misses the bat and misses the stump as well. Beautiful one. They have 3 more wickets on their hand and 2 more overs to go. The current run rate is 7.27. It doesn't matter, at least now they need to get 20 more runs from these 2 overs. Shojib, he is continuing. Alom is on strike. This time connected well into the gap and goes all the way for a boundary. 4 more runs for Dhaka Bank. Just look at it. It was a bit of a half volley length and he connected very well. Just goes only one bounce into that fence. He's going with his third delivery. This time connected very nicely. It's going all the way towards to the mid-on and goes for the maximum. A huge 6 from Alom. He is charging right now. It was a bit of an outside off stump. Pulls it very nicely. Didn't got the bounce that he was expecting. And it was just a sweet timing of the bat. And that all mattered. It's 142 right now. The benchmark that we were saying that at least 145 they need to do, and they have reached it. Couldn't restrict enough. They can easily get 152 to 158 right now and put the pressure back onto the Prime Bank side. The timing we were talking about, it's going very well for Alom right now. 10 runs already. The run rate moves out to 7.68. This time hits it into the toe part. It's into the gap. But no run has been gathered yet. It's a top delivery. So they are charging right now. They are eyeing for the boundary and over boundary. They don't have any option. This time again hits it into the straight bat. But there's a fielder in the long off region. It's Romeo who gathers it. Only one run will be added. 143 is the score right now. And Raihan will be on strike. So Dhaka Bank, it's 143. Definitely they will be wanting to do it 155 to 160. Minimum or at least 152. Well, I guess 152 will be a good total for Dhaka Bank. Last delivery of this over. A bit of an expensive one for Shojib. The overall spell. I think the most expensive bowler of this game. This time drives it. But a good comeback delivery. A dot ball to finish up the 19th over. 143 for 7 after 19th. Well, Dhaka Bank has been able to gather 143 so far in this first innings. With 19 overs has been played. We are in the last over of this innings. Definitely it's going to be a treat to watch how Dhaka Bank negotiates. And so far, let's see. The first ball of this last over. It's on the middle stamp length. Tried to gather it, but couldn't manage it. A bit of a fumble into the fielding, and easily one run has been taken. Here goes with the second delivery of this last over. This time a very good one. Kept it low. It was a slower one. Couldn't meet the timing. Another dot delivery. Very good over from Prime Bank. Here goes. This time hits into the pad and clips the stump. And the batter departs. It's Alam who got out. It got hit into the pad and then the stump bales got dislodged. So beautiful wicket again for Prime Bank. And again it gets tough to get the 150 benchmark for Dhaka Bank. Well, look at it. It was a bit of a slower delivery, incoming one. Misses it and completely and gets the bell dislodged. A clean bowled and another beautiful wicket for Prime Bank. This time again tries to hit it. The ball may fall into the no man's land. It does. But 2 more runs has been gathered. A very beautiful running between the wickets. Again a slower kind of delivery. Tried to clear the mid-on, but it lands into the no man's land. But the batter didn't mistake to convert 2 runs. This time into the outside off stump. And no run. Precious dot delivery. A very precious one, I must say. This time the last ball of this over and just goes on the upper head of that shorter man, fine leg fielder in fact. And a boundary to wrap up the innings. And they just finishes their innings with 150. That 151. That means 152 is going to be the target for the Prime Bank side. And a very well wrapped up first innings from Dhaka Bank. Initially they struggled, but credit goes to the middle order and the late middle order. There were a bit of a small partnerships which helped them to get the 150 benchmark. Well, Prime Bank, they tried their best and they have shown a very good bowling display so far, and it just helped them to get up an edge at the beginning of the game. But later part, Dhaka Bank tried to manage it very nicely. That's the batting cut. Tito was 24, Ahmed 28, a very good cameo, and Abid, Hassan, Alom, both of them has made some small contributions which helped them to get an edge on 151 runs. And if we look at the bowling card of Prime Bank, it was Romeo who got a wicket, as well as Nagib. Shojib didn't got any wicket. The most expensive bowler of this game, as was Ahmed, Hashim. Both of them got 2 wickets. And also Riaz did some fantastic bowling display. We're getting back with a short break. We just look at the highlights of game. It was initially the first innings wrapped up, and Shojib who got the wicket, and it was also Romeo who got the first blow, as well as Nagi got some wickets. And initially first 5 overs were very beautiful, but later part of the time Dhaka Bank get back very beautifully. Just look at it. It was some close calls, but still. And bit of some good spinning deliveries from Rajiv as well. Tried to mix it up. There was not a bit of a turn on the pitch, but still they managed it. And as well as some fantastic fielding displays as well. And as well as look at that Shojib and Nagib. All of them try to contribute as much as they can. As I was saying, there was not a bit of a turn, but the spinners managed to get back his wickets. As well as Dhaka Bank then initially got back into the track and tried to get the cameos well. There were some well-timed shots into the gaps, and that helped them to get the 150 mark again. Just look at it. Those shots were very beautifully played. And eventually there were some miscommunications and run-outs as well. Yep, that's that. And that was eventually a good partnership where it got break. And then they got those big blows as well. And some big shots from Kambul and a well-planned wicket-taking deliveries from the Prime Bank side as well. Now it just helped them to get up the game. That was a beautiful delivery to get the wicket. And eventually that just helped them. And that's how the innings wrapped up. We are getting back with a short break. Well, welcoming you all back. Kelby Bangladesh presents Bankers Champions Trophy 2024 Season 5, powered by Visa, with the association of Ace Properties. And this team, these two teams are facing the pole final. Dhaka Bank Limited versus Prime Bank. Dhaka Bank has been able to gather 151. That means the target for Prime Bank is 152. And they are eyeing to chase it down. It was a easy game for Dhaka Bank, for Prime Bank eventually, because they were being able to gather the wickets that they wanted. But right now, it's just all about the whole match. Prime Bank eventually will try to dominate the game again. Initially, they have been able to do their work in the first innings. Now it's up all to the batters. Well, the pitch is now very good for to bat. It's just the sun has risen up. It's a hot day, so definitely it's an easy going batting track for the Prime Bank side. Unless they just throw their wickets away. Very first delivery of this innings, way outside off stump, and it's a wide delivery, and the umpire calls it wide. An extra to start the second innings. Eventually, this time it's to the outside off stump, drives it. It has been an inner side fielding, no run. Well, eventually, Prime Bank, they are trying to make that easy as much as they can this time. Drives it well. Again inside, fielding into the inner circle. No run. So the two opening batter, Hashem and Haider, they are trying to capitalize the runs that they are eyeing or they have come to chase down. This time trying to place it into the gap. A quick single has been taken. It's a very quick single. And the first legal run for the Prime Bank side. It's going with the very next delivery. Again pushes it, and another single has been taken. That's a very good running between the wickets. It's an 152 run chase, so then they need to keep their wickets intact, maintain their strike rotation, do some boundary conversion in the bat balls. That will eventually help them to get on that victory march. Ahmed, 4 deliveries has been bowled, 3 runs conceded. He's going with the 5th one. This time way outside off stump. And it's another call for wide. Let's see. Again, it's an overthrow. My goodness. And it's in wide as well. So 2 runs. 2 runs for the Prime Bank side. Well. It's interesting to see. Already 5 runs has been gathered in this over so far. This time guides it well into the offside. Though there's a fielder in the deep point, only 1 run will be added. So 1 more delivery to go. So far, the intent of these 2 batters are to maintain their strike rotation, and they are trying to get each and every run they can extract from this pitch. It might get bit of a slower in the load later part of the game. This time flicks it well, and the ball goes all the way for boundary. 4 runs, the welcome boundary for Prime Bank. It was a very poor delivery. It was on to legs, on the leg stump channel. He just guides it towards to the boundary. At the end of first over, 10 for no loss, Prime Bank. Well, the game continues, and we see again it's a close call. They're appealing very hard, but the umpire denies. Well, would have missed the leg stump channel, I guess. And the umpire denies it. Anyways, the bowler continues to run, and this time outside of stump again. Umpire just lets it know. It's a very good batting surface right now. 152 chase would have been easy for Prime Bank if they keep their wickets intact. This time into the off stump corridor again. Soft and push, no run. Rokibul, he is trying to get his line back. He is trying to keep it fuller. A bit of a incoming delivery. But the batter is negotiating very well. Another dot delivery. One more ball to go of this over. Dhaka Bank is trying to create the pressure. The first over was turned out to be a very fruitful one for Prime Bank. They got 10 runs. Eventually, Prime Bank now slowly keeping the wickets intact, and Dhaka Bank trying to keep that pressure. This time slashes it well into the point region. The ball will win the race. It does. And 4 runs for Prime Bank. That was a beautiful piece of timing and a well-worthy risk taken by Imtiaz. Just look at it. Waited till the last moment, and then he opens the face of the bat and slashes it into the point. Beautiful one. This time into the leg side, pulls it nice. There is a fielder. Nope. It just goes all the way for a maximum or a boundary. It's a boundary. The umpire calls it. It's just gone one bounce into the fence. Beautiful one for the Prime Bank side. Look at it. He just waited till the last moment. That slash was very nice in the first delivery. And the very next one was very good to play the pull shot. And the last delivery that has been bowled was very nice, and it was nicely pulled away. It was a beautiful piece of timing as well. And these batters are just maintaining that strike rotation and that charging onto the bowler as well. This time it's again way outside the off stump and just covers it well. It was lazy from the fielder. Easy picking boundary for 4 runs. 3 back-to-back boundaries. Beautiful piece of timing and placement from the batter. Just look at it. He waited till the last moment, just opens the face of the bat and plays it very nicely. It wasn't enough to for the fielder to get it on ice. 4 more runs. A fruitful over for Prime Bank. This time comes dancing down the wicket, got the thick edge and gets more 4 runs. What an over turning out to be. Beautiful one for Prime Bank. They are just dominating. Gets the thick part of the bat, got an early edge. It just goes up of the inner field and gets the boundary. This time comes shuffles away towards to the offside. Pulls it nice. Again in one bounce to the boundary. 4 more runs. What an over. Just a beautiful over turning out to be for Prime Bank and a disaster one for Dhaka Bank. It was into the off stump slot. Just came across and pulls it away. This was the and this time it's a straight delivery. Timing was nice, but there was also fielder as well. It's 2 more deliveries to go. And the thing that we were saying, that eventually the batters are trying to dominate, and this over is a complete domination for Prime Bank. What an over turning out to be. This time it's a good comeback delivery. Couldn't make the timing. Just took the pace of the ball at the very last moment. One more delivery to go of this over. This time into the off stumps, soft and push towards to the leg side, and an easy single picking. So a very big over comes to an end for Prime Bank. Yep, these are the beautiful trophies that they are fighting for. We are into the bowl final of this beautiful tournament, and these 2 teams are fighting for it. PLB Bangladesh presents Bankers Champions Trophy 2024. The bowl champion and the bowl runner-up, powered by Visa, in association with Ace Properties and the broadcast partner is T Sports. The bowling summary, the last over turning out to be a very big one for Prime Bank. So Raihan, he's continuing the bowling. This time into the fuller length, flicks it into the gap. Timing and placement, these are just beautiful timing and placement. What a shot. Waited till the last moment, saw the ball into the leg side. He knows where his fielders are and placed it into the gap. Just look at it. Shuffles a bit, picked up the middle and leg stump channel ball and converts it into the boundary. Totally bad domination from this Prime Bank side. Again a fuller length ball. Drives it, misfield. Hits the inner fielder, but there is a fielder in the deep extra cover as well. Only one run will be added in the scorecard. These two batters are just trying to dominate as much as they can. Here goes Ryan with his very next delivery. It's a beautiful back foot punch into the inner circle. There's no run. Another dot delivery for the Dhaka Bank side, a relieving one, because Prime Bank is just going with the domination, going with the attack, going with the total piece of cricketing play. And if we say that eventually it's going to help Prime Bank to win this game, this time it's a slower delivery, appeal from the bowler. The umpire denies it. Well, the umpire denies it. Was into the middle stump channel, but would have missed the leg stump. There was no doubt on the impact, but the umpire says it should have missed the leg stump. Well, the batter survives. He tries to play the liver sweep, and he does, but it wasn't a well connection shot. A very good over from Raihan so far. Only 6 runs has been conceded. Last delivery to go. Came across the bat, played into the leg side. There was a call for run, but later on didn't take it. So a dot ball to finish up the 4th over for Prime Bank. 37 for no loss. Well, Konkon, he is going on the bowlers. 23 has been already scored, and as well as the other batter has already converted 15 runs only from 9 deliveries. Well, a bit of a bowling change from Dhaka Bank side. They do need to get rid from this partnership. Spinner has been introduced. Soft and push into the offside. The good thing about the main difference and the good thing about Prime Bank and Dhaka Bank team, the difference that has created a difference is that Dhaka Bank wasn't being able to manage the singles, couldn't do the strike rotation properly. This time misses it, and he goes out. Clean bowled, and Konkon departs. This was just a beautiful delivery. It was on the leg stump side, missed the bowling length and line, and he departs. Just look at it. He tried to play the sweep shot, couldn't manage to pick up the line of the ball, and that was enough to get depart. First wicket fall for Prime Bank. It's and he departs on 23 for 16 only. Well, Dhaka Bank was in search of a wicket and they got it. So that eventually helps them out to get a bit of a back into the game. New batter enters into the field. So the spinner pays off. There wasn't a bit of a turn, but you need to mix it up. Since it's a dry track right now, they can get a slight bit of a turn. But at the end of the day, if you want to get success in this track, you do need to mix up your pace. You do need to keep the variation on your bowling space changes, and try to mix up the line and length. And that will eventually help you to get the wicket. This time it's again way outside to the off stump. The batter kept himself away from playing the shot. Rashid is continuing his bowling attack. Again, that was a very close one. Here's appealing and the batter departs. Given an out. The new batter got stumped. Second success for Dhaka Bank. Back-to-back wickets in this over. They are on top right now. The batter got stumped and the leg umpire said it's an out. And if we look on the decision, he dragged his leg out. Yes, it was a stumped out. A very well made decision by the umpire. And that just eventually helped Dhaka Bank to get back into the game. The new batter, Iqbal Hussain, wasn't being able to make any run. He just departs by only facing 3 deliveries. Well, Dhaka Bank is just now turning the game on their side as much as they can. Picked up 2 crucial wickets in a single over. Well, the new batter is coming across the crease to take the batting guard, but what an over turning out to be for Dhaka Bank. They're just doing their best to get back into the game, and Nazib, he is here to take the batting guard. He has done his job with the ball. It's now up to the bat. But initially the first wicket and the second one was very important for Dhaka Bank, and they have been able to do that. And in the power play, picking up 2 wickets can eventually help the team to get a bit of an edge. If they can pick up at least 1 more wicket, that can eventually help them out to be in the game again. This time again, the wicketkeeper is calling and appealing, but no offer has been offered by the umpire. And with this dot delivery, it ends up the 5th over. Well, Prime Bank, they need 114 runs to win this game, only from 90 deliveries. Though it's a situation where a team can go in to win this game, but still In a T20, it just takes a 1 over game to change the whole scenario. And you never know, the last over may turn out to be that one. Picked up 2 top order batsmen and put the pressure back on Prime Bank. Well, again they are introducing a spinner. They have been able to read the pitch very nicely, it seems. Well, you can mix him up the pace, and the line and length can help the batter to get deceived, and the bowler as well. Well, Imtiaz will be on the striking end right now. Maruf is the new bowler. It was a slower delivery, picked up the length. It just goes all the way for a boundary. It's an over boundary. What a shot! Just look at the delivery. It was a slower one. It was on the slot, and he just converted it. Beautiful, beautiful over boundary. Just look at it. It was on the slot. He just waited till the last moment, and then what a beautiful pickup shot to get that boundary. Imtiaz is continuing still, this time into the offside. What a beautiful shot into the gap, and the ball wins the race for a boundary. Just look at the delivery. He got the room. He made no mistake to cover it. Beautiful cover drive into the gap, and just goes for 4. Beautiful shot. Again into the slot, but this time the inner fielder was ready. Couldn't manage the gap. But 10 runs has been already gathered from this over. So Prime Bank is still up ahead. Again into the slot, plays in on the straight bat, clears the inner field, but there was a good fielding in the long off region. Good fielding effort. Just look at it. Follows it, gathers the ball, and just throw it off. It was Saim, the fielder. So it's very nice fielding. Well, there have been a bit of a muscle cramp. Well, it's a bit of an hot weather. Can cramp muscles. I think it was the first cover drive where he stretched his leg and got a bit of a cramp. And exactly. Here's the cover drive. He tried to play it and then just got the cramp on his leg. It was on the calf muscle. Yeah. It is getting ready. It's just a matter of small cramps. So it really doesn't matter. Only 2 extras has been conceded by Dhaka Bank. And when you are trying to defend a total of 150 odd runs, you do need to maintain a tight bowling, and you need to find wickets, as well as you need to ensure that you don't give too many extras or too many opportunities to the batters. Well, the batter is ready to face the bowler now. And Maruf, who has conceded 10 runs so far, he definitely will want to take the wicket. It's a bit of a chance for him as well. With outside off stump, plays it into the gap, and There's a fielder in the deep backward point. Only 1 run will be added. Eleven runs has been from this over so far. And Prime Bank moves on to the 49, only losing of 2 wickets. They have capitalized their initial power play very nicely. Only loss of 2 wickets and getting a 50 odd runs while you're chasing 152. That's getting an edge ahead. It's a flighted delivery, soft and push into the short cover region. And a dot delivery to finish up the tournament has been powered by Visa. Yep, Hilway Bangladesh is the title sponsor of this beautiful tournament, which has been powered by Visa with an association of Ace Properties. A single will be taken. Well, they're trying to get the grip on the game, Dhaka Bank. Eventually, they got their initial breakthroughs and a single over, which helped them to maintain a more tight line and length. This time, played into the cover region, but it wasn't enough, I guess. It wasn't enough. He tried to get the elevation, but couldn't manage it. And this time, cuts the batter. It's a clean bolt. Again the spinner. He does the trick. And the batter departs. Third wicket falls for Prime Bank. Well, Dhaka Bank. They're slowly moving the game on their side. Just look at the delivery. It was a quicker one. He tried to play the sweep shot. Couldn't read the length. And misses it completely. Third wicket falls for Prime Bank. They're in a bit of a trouble. With Najib, he departs without making any run. The new batter comes into the crease, and it's Romeo, the new batter. He has done his job into the first innings, in the very first spell of that match. And the responsibility again lies on his shoulder. It's Asif Tanzil Romeo, and it's a right-handed batter, and we do know that eventually it's all about now rebuilding the process. And the spinner continues for Dhaka Bank. And just look at it. Again, it's a solid defense. No run has been offered. Another dot delivery. Dhaka Bank is trying to get the firm grip on the game. And they are eventually slowly moving it across. This time played late, but into the inner circle. No run. So still they are in search of a wicket again. Into the solid full length delivery. Drives it well. A beautiful over for Firoz. He gets another wicket. That's beautiful bowling spell, and a dot ball to finish up the over. Well, eventually the two openers tried to the innings, exploit the innings, and that overall uh, it just got demolished by the bowlers, and it was all about the bowlers right now. And Sami, he is continuing the bowling attack, and it's all about the spinners. We are seeing that Dhaka Bank is going with the spinners as they got their success as well. So eventually they are relying on them, and definitely they will be looking for more success. And if they need to get the wickets, if they can get 2 more wickets from this position, this match is going to be on the Dhaka Bank side. There is no doubt. Already 7 overs has been played, 2 extras, which reflects the total tight bowling, and the current run rate is only 7.29. So they need to get at least 1 more wicket to put the pressure more on the Dhaka Bank side. It's 1 more run. Shamul is into the bowling attack.
One on.
Well, the thing that we were saying that
One on.
the 3 wickets that has been taken by the bowler, it was just fantastic. Well, he deceived the batters with the mixing up the length and channel, and it just gave him the success. Again, it's a cut shot, but a beautiful fielding from the point region fielder. You can see all over him. It's Shamil. He's going to continue again. It's down the leg. It's a huge wide. Another extra. We were talking about maintaining a strong line and length, but it's very rare to see such a kind of a big wide from a spinner. There's a bit of a fine tuning in the field, just pushing away thank you, pushing away the fielders into the leg side. It's into the middle stump channel again, and couldn't manage any runs. Another dot delivery. It's turning out to be a very tough situation for Prime Bank. They got the initial start they wanted, but after that it's all about the Dhaka Bank spinners, and they are still continuing it. It's another wide, another extra. From the last six deliveries, they have been only able to acquire only 5 runs. 4 extras has been conceded. In this over, the 2 extras has come. It was again wide. It's a very poor line and length from Shamil. It looks very pretty bad. In this over, he just got 3 wides. That's very poor bowling display, I must say. Initially, till the 6th over, Dhaka Bank conceded only 2 wide balls, and in this single piece of over, they are conceding 3 wide balls. He need to get his falling tight. Slower delivery into the leg side. Only 1 run will be added into the scorecard. This time into the fuller length. Well negotiated by the batter. has been a bit of a fuller length and the Yorker kind of delivery. One more delivery to go. It's already 57 runs into the scorecard. So definitely they need to get more grip into the game. They need to get a wicket, at least 2 more wickets. Last delivery of this over into the fuller length delivery. Plays with the straight bat into the gap. But there's a fielder in the long off, so one more run to wrap up this innings, wrap up this over. It's 58 for 3. Prime Bank, they need 94 runs from 72 deliveries. It's quite achievable. They need at least 1 or 2 big overs. 1 over might work, but if they can get 2 big overs, it will be the cherry on top for them. On the other hand, they do need to maintain the tight bowling that they were eventually doing. And initially, they do need to maintain that proper line and length. The spinner continues for Dhaka Bank. Again, kind of a straight bat delivery into the cover region. He drives it well. Only one run has been added. The most successful bowler of Dhaka Bank, Firoz. 3 wickets has been added, and all of the 3 wickets has been taken by him. He is mixing up the pace variation very nicely, trying to maintain a length and deceive the batter. This time into the offside and placed it into the gap to get a single. And the score moves on to the 60. This time tries to pull it. It got into the edge. Firoz gets its 4. What a overturning out to be. Dhaka Bank, they got their wicket they were looking for. It's Imtiaz who departs. Well, we were talking at least 2 more wickets they need to get the grip in the game. And they got it. And Firoz, he's just turning out to be a magician for the Dhaka Bank side. Look at it. It was just an outside off stump, got a bit of a small turn, and got the leading edge. Oh my words. Got that thick edge and it just held. And he is very happy. You never know. Imtiaz either departs. 27 made only on 21 deliveries, and it's the 4th wicket fall for Prime Bank. The new batter comes into the ground. Outside off stump. It was a quicker one. The batter got deceived. It was a very beautiful delivery and a very quicker one. And the batter couldn't read the line even. If we see exactly. He just tried to do a bit of a carom ball. Into the leg side. He gets one more runs, and that concludes the ninth over for Prime Bank, 61 for 4. Well, the Prime Bank side is a bit worried. Initially, they lost their 4 wickets, so they do need to get back in track. It's quite achievable. And Shamil is continuing from its side. Bit of a slower kind of delivery. It's again wide. Down the leg, it's another wide. It's into the leg, into the pad. The umpire appealed, and it's a close call. The stumps got dislodged, and the wicket falls. The batter departs. It's a run out for Prime Bank. Well, well, well. The 5th wicket falls, and they're in deep trouble right now. Initially, the appeal was for the leg before, but that was a quick presence of mind from the fielder, who just picked up the ball and dislodged the stumps. And that gives another edge ahead for Dhaka Bank. Just look at it. He just throws it directly into the stump, and the batsman was miles out. There was no doubt. A very good call from the leg umpire. And Khaled departs. And it just gives the cherry on top moment for the Dhaka Bank. The new batter comes onto the ground. And eventually, Dhaka Bank right now is just enjoying their moments. 152 run is the target they have thrown to Prime Bank. But Dhaka Bank is right now just playing with the game, I must say. They took the firm grip. And it's Shojib, the new batter, comes into the ground. It's all about the Dhaka Bank players right now. They are not making any mistakes. They're making their chances count. And they're making their half chances into the full ones. But Prime Bank do need to get back into the track. This is a huge wide. The wicketkeeper misses it. It just goes all the way for 4. 5 runs. 5 bonus runs for Prime Bank. Just look at it. He just missed the completely line and length. And the ball was way out of the reach of this wicketkeeper. So 4 wides. Well, eventually when you were defending a target around 150, you do need to maintain a good length and line, as well as very tight bowling setup. But if you just give away the wide deliveries, it will put a very bad impact. Another wide delivery. This is something which Dhaka Bank wouldn't love, but they need to get back their track. This time into the slot, plays it into the cover region. The fielder was ready. No run. Dot delivery. This time it's a full toss. Plays into the gap. The placement was nice and gets a 4-run. He just guides it into the gap of the point region. Beautiful piece of timing from Shojib. Just look at it. It was a low full toss delivery. He knows the gap. He picks it up. Just placed it the ball and gets a 4. Again another full toss delivery, but this time it finds the fielder in the inner circle. Within 1.4 overs, Shamiul has given 18 runs. Already extras has been given 8. 72 for 5. Prime Bank. This time tries to cut it. Misses the line. The keeper has been appealing for an edge, but the umpire denies it. And the batter survives. Definitely. Well, was it a close call? Let's see. If we go into the incoming delivery, it might have been a close call, but it just brushes away. Last delivery of this ball, but it turns out to be another one. It's on wide, another extra. Once again into the full toss delivery, played into the gap. There's a filter in the extra cover region. Only one more run has been added. So a run to finish up the 10th over. It's 74 for 5. Prime Bank. Well, Dhaka Bank has gone for the bowlers. Apart from them, the most successful one was Firoz. Took it up the 4 wickets alone, only conceding 12 runs. It was a run out, so definitely. But they need to get more wickets. They eventually do need to get the more wickets. Yes, that's the GM of ACE Sports Management. Air Malik Ronnie. And the match referee of today's game. This time it gets an edge. There was no sleep. The ball goes into the one bounce into the fielder. Again, it's a close call. Firoz is just showing his beauty in his last over. He got a bit of a slight turn. And the batter got deceived. Into the middle stump channel again. Tries to drive it. Couldn't manage it. Another dot delivery. Back-to-back 3 dot deliveries from Firoz. What an bowling spell. 6 runs, 4 wickets only. This time into the outside of stump. Again another close call. It was kept being low. Just look at the delivery. It was been a low and could have been an underage. A beautiful one. This time drives it. Guides it towards to the third man. Is it going to be a maiden over? Let's see. The last delivery to go. 5 dot deliveries in fact has been bowled. 74 for 5 Prime Bank. They're just now getting into the deep trouble. This time guides it well into the gap and goes all the way for 4 from the backward point region. A boundary to finish up this 11th over for Prime Bank. Just look at the delivery. It was a bit of a low. The batter was ready and he just placed it into the gap. So boundary to finish up the over. After 11 over, Prime Bank 78 for 5. Yes, we were talking about these beautiful trophies that these two teams are fighting for. And it's the Bowl Cup final. And Kelbe Bangladesh is the title sponsor of this beautiful tournament, powered by Visa in association with Ace Properties Limited. The pacer has been introduced from Dhaka Bank side. Definitely it would be an opportunity for the Prime Bank to charge the bowler. They were struggling against the spinners. Full length delivery into the onside. Only one will be added. No more runs. Raihan is going up with the delivery. This time it's a close call. And the umpire puts up its finger. 6th wicket fall for Prime Bank. It was a plum LBW. There is no doubt on that. It just missed out the line. And it would have hidden the middle and off stump length. 6 wicket falls for Prime Bank on the brink of 79 runs. It's just slowly getting tough for them to get back into the game. Just look at it. He was opening the face of the bat and the face of his batting position. And it would have again just clipped the middle stump. No doubt on the impact. An umpire made a wise choice. 6 wicket falls for Prime Bank. Shojib just goes out, making only 9 runs. Well, Rajiv, the new batter comes on for Prime Bank. Eventually, Dhaka Bank is now facing the moments, and the Prime Bank is now on a brink of a disaster. They just lost their 6th wicket. We were talking about picking up at least four or fifth wickets at least. Yes, that's the women team players who just have done their practice in this Moscow Cricket Academy. Yeah, definitely. That is the one proper cricket academy, one of the proper cricket academies in Bangladesh. And people do come here to practice. It's all about the cricket right now. And Raihan continues with his third delivery. Rajiv will be on strike. Raihan has come over the wicket this time. It was an incoming delivery. A good one, I must say. It's going to be on the fuller length. That's a nice pickup shot. It got the elevation. Is it gonna go all the way for 6? It doesn't. The batter got out. In this over, he ducks the double whammy. 2 more wickets in an over. Prime Bank on the brink right now. 7th wicket fall. They're in a big trouble. He tried to play the lofted shot. It was a backhand slower. And just look at it. Didn't got the elevation. Falls into the hand of the fielder. Couldn't manage it. Disaster right now is just touching the feet of Prime Bank. Another wicket falls for them. Rajiv Ahmed departs without making any run. Well, Ryan got his 2 wickets in an over, and it just made it very interesting for him. Let's see, can he get another one? The new batter is taking the batting guard. Again, it's in down the leg. An appeal as well, but didn't make any raise on this appeal. 7 runs conceded, 2 wickets in this over. Just made each and every moment interesting for Dhaka Bank. It just helped them to get back into the game. Last delivery of this over. Tries to cut it. Couldn't manage it. Gets beaten up. And this dot ball finishes up the 12th over. 79 for 7 Prime Bank. "73 runs needed for this match to win Prime Bank. 48 balls. They have only 3 wickets in their hand, Prime Bank, and Dhaka Bank needs only 3 wickets to wrap up this match. Definitely, the equation is getting tough and tougher. Well, this butterfly is also enjoying the cricket, I guess. You never know. Maybe he's watching the game. Whatsoever. But we're enjoying the game. And this such a beautiful weather. Outside off stump, gets an edge, but it goes safe. And the ball trickles away for boundary. 4 runs. It was an outside off stump delivery. He tried to drive it. Gets the thick part of the bat, which was enough to get a boundary. Russell, he starts his over with a boundary. Got a bit of a cramp. This time, Romeo, he'll be on strike. 10 runs on a 9 runs on 10 deliveries. Russell is continuing with his second delivery. It's a very low full toss delivery. Tries to dig it out. It couldn't manage. It's a dot ball. Well, Dhaka Bank, I think they are just getting the edge on their hand. It's a bit of a muscle cramp again from Russell because of the humidity. If you look at the delivery that he was going to get, it was on the follow through when he tried to gather the ball. That movement let his calf muscle calm. Well, that's a very bad sign to see that their seamer is just getting off. That's very, very sad to see. He just hurt his leg muscle and couldn't complete the over, unfortunately. Injuries are very uncertain and unfortunate. And this just led to hit the moral of Dhaka Bank. You never know. They just need 3 more wickets to win this match. And Prime Bank, initially they had a very good start, but later part of the time Dhaka Bank just was being able to manage for themselves. This time it's an outside edge. It was a very good diving effort from the fielder. Couldn't manage it. He tried to gather it. It was a good dive as well. Goes with his third delivery. This time onto the middle stump, flicks it into the mid-on. It was the fielder Shami who picked it up. Romeo will be again on strike. This time pulls it nicely into the gap and it goes all the way for 4. Just look at the pull shot timing. It was just magnificent. It was a bit of a shorter length. Waited till the last moment and then it's a beautiful pull shot into the gap. Just beautiful. This time onto the leg side, tucks it away nicely into the gap. The fielder is chasing down. Can he manage it? Yes, he does. 2 more runs will be gathered. And this just ends up the 13th over. Well, Dhaka Bank, they are just making the game slowly tougher for the Prime Bank side. They're eventually making it very tough. It's again another call, but there has been an inside edge, I guess. It's what the umpire denied. It was a very big appeal, but there has been a small inside edge, I guess. That's why the umpire wasn't eager enough to appeal. If you look at it slowly, just look at it. Yes, there was been an inside edge, and that just helped him out. But one run has been converted. That's a good running between the wickets, I guess. This time again he tries to drive it, but couldn't manage. A dot delivery, but there has been a fumble, but no mistake were made. No run from this over. 92 for 7 Prime Bank. They are chasing 152. They do have balls in their hand, but it's all about the wickets. And as well as if Dhaka Bank just continuously gives away the dot balls, then it will create more pressure on the Prime Bank side, which will lead them to throw away the wickets. And that's the plan they are eyeing for. Goes with his third delivery. This time drives it into the gap. It's a good block from the fielder. The one has been converted. And the score moves on to 93. This time he tries to dig it out in the mid-on. Only one run will be added. The target is 152 for Prime Bank, but it's just getting tough and tough for them, just losing wickets on a continuously. But credit goes to the Dhaka Bank bowlers. They are just picking up their wickets. This time cuts it well into the gap. Well placed shot, gets a boundary, 4 runs. Just look at the shot timing and the gap placement. That was just beautifully placed. The last delivery of this over to go, Raihan. This is a slower one. Bowler's back drive. No run has been considered. A dot ball to finish up the 14th over. After 14 over, Prime Bank 98 for 7. Well, Dhaka Bank is slowly getting on the grip. Well, this time it drives it into the offside, and it was a fielding from the inner side, and no run has been offered. Hassan, the new bowler, is here. Well, this time again another good line and length from Hassan, and there has been no run offered. And so far, it's two good deliveries. If he can pick up at least one here, one wicket from this over, then it will be all about the Dhaka Bank's game. This time pulls it off, pulls it very nicely. It will go all the way for 6. It's a huge one. It's a maximum, and it's just gone out of the park. Look at the shot. He tried to create a bit of a bounce, but got the room, and just stand and deliver. It's just way out of the park. Yes, it is. It's 104 for 7 Prime Bank. They're still trying to chase it down. Time onto the offside. Just blocks it. And no run has been offered. The last 18 deliveries, they have been able to convert 25 runs so far. It's way outside the off stump, created the room and placed it nicely. But there's a fielder in the deep backward point. Only one run will be converted. Not more than that. Last ball of this over. Sun only conceded 7 so far. It's going to deliver the last ball. It's 105 for 7. The target is 152, as we all know. So Prime Bank is trying to create that last defense of their line. This time drives into the offside. And a single will finish up the 15th over. 106 for 7 Prime Bank at the end of 15th over. "46 runs needed to win this match from 30 balls, and they have 3 wickets in their hand. Can Prime Bank make it happen?" It's a very close one, it's no doubt. They do need at least 1 or 2 big overs. They still have 3 wickets in their hand, and since they need at least 46 runs, so eventually they can make it happen if they want. But Dhaka Bank, without taking wickets, they don't have any other options. So they do need to get their wickets. This Rokibul, he's continuing it. It's into the pads. Incoming delivery from the offside, off stump channel, in fact. It just gives away the dot ball. 1 run, in fact, from a single. It's 107. In his initial 2 overs, he conceded 17 runs. but they just need to get things tighter now. And Prime Bank definitely will love to charge him. In the last over, they were being able to get 10 runs. So definitely now they will be eyeing to charge against him. This time goes big and it is going all the way. Yes, it does. It's an over boundary. Just saying they will be targeting him. And they did. What a shot and what a way to get that boundary. Just look at it. It was on the slot. And a beautiful lofted cover drive to get that 6. It's just getting interesting, this game. Prime Bank slowly they are just minimizing the gap between ball and bat. This time another good delivery, but this tucks away and pushes away for single. Who's just going with the second delivery of this game. This time drives it well into the cover region. At least they will get one. And they did. It's a good running between the wickets. And the score moves on to the 115. Into the 15 overs. This time tries to pulls it into the mid on. He will get one run. The score moves on to the 116. This misses his off lineup, and Prime Bank is slowly now trying to gather it as much as they can. They are charging him. He's a bit on the verge as well. They do need to charge their bowlers, and they are targeting him. We have seen that humongous 6 from Romeo. And can he make it again? This time on the leg side. Only one away, and that ends up another over. Well, this guy, he is just turning around the game for Prime Bank, I guess. Going for the big shots, trying to minimize the gap, and he's just making the batting timing very sweet and sound. There's no doubt on that. Yep, a bit of a pressure for the Dhaka Bank side. Let's see what they can do. Here we go. 117 for 7. Prime Bank. It's a lofted shot. Into the gap for 4. 4 runs. Prime Bank. They are charging right now. It's all about the guy who's just meeting up the pace of the bat. It was a bit of a wideish delivery. The total cover region was just open. He just drives it beautifully. And the score moves on to the 121 right now. Romeo, he moves on to the 30s. 31 for 24 deliveries. That is something which has given him an extra edge. This comes up with the second delivery this time. It's a slower one, appealing hard. But it would have just missed the leg stump. It was matter of an height, I guess. The umpire denies it. It's a dot delivery right now. Each and every delivery is precious for Dhaka Bank. They do need wickets. At least the big wicket of this guy who is just turning around the game. They do need the wicket of Romeo. It's a low full toss, pulls it out. It's going, and it's just an amazing fielding. Oh, that was a sheer piece of fielding, I must say. The very last moment, at the very last moment, the fielder was being able to stop the ball. Just look at it. It's going all the way for a boundary. But at the last moment, the fielder steps in. Good fielding display from Dhaka Bank. He comes with the fourth delivery. He comes with the fourth delivery. It's all about the issues that they have facing. They do need a wicket to break this partnership. Both of these players, Romeo and Riaz, they are contributing in a beautiful manner. Romeo moves on to the 30s. 33 only facing 26 deliveries. On the other hand, Riaz is 16 out of 12 deliveries. They are on charge. If they do get the bad balls, they will convert it. From the last 29 deliveries, they have been able to convert 44 runs. This time into the off-stump channel. Just drives it slowly, and will get a run. Hassan will be continuing. 1.5 overs has been bowled by him. 15 runs conceded. Outside of stump. That was a very close call. Very close call from the bowler. The batter would have been departed if just has nicked it. This time came dancing down the wicket and digs it out. Good presence of mind. There's a fielder in the deep mid wicket. Only 1 run, 2 run will be counted. It's only 1. So a single to finish up the over. 125 for 7 after 17 overs. Well, Ryan is continuing. This is going to be a very crucial over for both of the teams. At least it may decide whose game is this going to be. First one, slower Yorker digs it out nicely. Only a single will be gathered. Not more than that. Well, Ryan had a beautiful bowling spell in this innings. It's 126 for 7, as we were saying. Ryan, he's continuing with his second delivery. Romeo is on strike. There's a gully. That's a beautiful delivery. Incoming one. Kept it low. Not more than that. So Raihan is on his last over. He swings it hard. It's going all the way for a 6 or not. It's a wicket. It's a big wicket. Raihan gets his success. Well. And the match turns around again. It's for Dhaka Bank again. Raihan gets his third. Ria tried to get that ball out of the park, but gets caught in the mid-on region. Just look at it. It was a kind of a fuller and half-volley delivery. But at the last moment, he didn't got the elevation. Yes, he was disappointed. There's nothing else to do. The connection was nice. Just a matter of second timing. He gets out. And a good catch in the deep mid-on. Yep, they should be happy. Why shouldn't they? They're just wrapping up the game right now. One more wicket to go, and a 1 wicket away to win this match and this Bowl Cup. Just look at it. It was a bit of an outside off stump. He tried to play a lofted cover drive, but the filter was just in the place and gets his wicket. Last wicket to go, I must say. It's a bit of a chance for Dhaka Bank. 1 wicket away. Here he goes, and it's a clean ball. It's a fifer from Raihan. What a way to win this match. What a way to wrap it up. 5 wicket haul for Raihan. It's a beautiful bowling display. Clean bowled. And they just wrap it up. Dhaka Bank won the match and won the World Cup. It's all about the joy and the enjoyment right now. Well. Yes, the man of the moment. We must say, this guy just turned around the game in a 2 single over. In his second spell, he just wraps it up for his team. Definitely. It's a sweet moment of joy. Dhaka Bank won this match by 24 runs. They just restricted the Prime Bank within 127. Well, as we were saying that Prime Bank initially started this game very well. They got the start. Yes, a bit of a sorrow moment, a bit of a disappointment for the Prime Bank side. But they tried their best. They got their start. Prime Bank eventually got the start in the bowling, got the start in the batting, but they couldn't manage to take the ship at the end of it. But Dhaka Bank, they have just done it. They have done their match very well. In the batting, they have gone for the last period and as well as the last moment. They just wrapped it up. Well, Dhaka Bank won this match by 24 runs, and it's all about the enjoyment. They have won the Bowl Cup, I must say, and eventually it's all about the enjoyment and the ceremony. And definitely, we must say, KLB Bangladesh presents Bankers Champions Trophy 2024 Season 5 powered by Visa associated with Aegis Properties. Bowl Cup final has been won by Dhaka Bank. Well, it's only Romeo who fought alone in this match. 35 for 28. There were a bit of a start from Konkon and Imtiaz. Both of these openers tried to give a blasting start to the Prime Bank side, but rest of the batters just failed. It was also about Riaz who tried to make a small partnership with Romeo that also gave a bit of a ray of hope to the Prime Bank side. But at the end, it was all about the bowlers. Yes, the initial damage was done by Firoz, who took 4 wickets. The 4 top order batters were taken by him, and the rest wipe-up work was done by Raihan. He took 5 wickets, only conceding 16 runs. It's just a beautiful and a fantastic bowling good for these 2 bowlers. And the rest of the bowlers, they tried their best. It was also about Russell, Rakibul and Shamiul as well. If we go at the highlights, look at it. Just look at the deliveries. The way they have started, it was all about the thing that Prime Bank is charging Dhaka Bank. And after that, it was the first blow from Firoz in his initial first over. And he then took the second wicket as well. It was a good stumping behind the wicketkeeper as well. And after that, they eventually got charged back. And they tried to create a small partnership. And Firoz, that was the guy who took the 4 top order batsmen. And later part, it was all about Raihan. In the initial stage, Prime Bank tried to create a defense, and it was done by the that ran out. It was also done by the Romeo and Imtiaz with the partnership of 40 odd runs, but it wasn't enough to get that runs. And the last wipe up was done by Raihan. Yep, exactly. That was the whole thing that took away. And yes, got his 5 wickets all. It was all about the fifer. Yep. And that's how they just done it. It was also a bit of a sight from Prime Bank, the way they have started their game. Yep. It was a beautiful innings by Romeo as well. He tried to get it. And Riaz, he tried to create the defense, and then the final blow were done by Raihan. That was the blow from Raihan, and he took his 5 wickets all. Well, that's it. That's all wrapped up from here. We're going to get in touch in the presentation ceremony. Hello everyone, welcoming you all to the match presentation ceremony of Khelbe Bangladesh presents Bankers Champions Trophy Season 5 powered by Visa in association with Ace Properties and the broadcast partner ST Sports. Well, what a match it was. Dhaka Bank won the Bowl Cup final. Alongside with me, the guest we have is Mohammad Rafiq, the former national team cricketer, as well as Mahbub Alum Choudhury, director, Ace Group Limited. So, I would like to request player of the match, Mohammad Firoz, to take his trophy from the guest for his brilliant 10 for 4. That was a brilliant piece of bowling. Now, I would like to take the runners-up trophy, Prime Bank Limited, from our guest. Please, the captain of Prime Bank team and the collectors to collect the trophy, runners-up bowl trophy from our guest. Well, now I would like to request the Bowl Cup winners, Dhaka Bank, to collect the trophy from our guest. Well, I would like to request the team to come here and take a photograph here. Please, team member Shobai. Well, now I'd like to request all the team members to take a photo. Well, that concludes the presentation ceremony. It's all about the enjoyment now.